I do love big hair. Jersey's all about the big hair, and the bigger the hair, the closer to God you are. And then there was like no turning back. I was like, even if I didn't, what was I gonna do? And I was just like, once she put the crown on, I mean, it looked beautiful. Hi guys, it's the first episode of Namaste, Bitches. It's Teresa Giudice, and I'm here with my co-host, Melissa Feaster.
What's up, you guys? I'm Melissa Feaster, and I am so freaking excited to be doing our first official episode. And we are together in LA. I can't even believe it. Why are we here together in LA, Teresa?
Because I'm doing Dancing with the Stars. Yes. So I'm excited. And I've been here since a few days now. Like, I had a photo shoot, and since I had the photo shoot, then I just stayed here because it's like, why even drive back? I'm like, why even fly back? Because I have to be here for Monday. So it just made sense just to stay here. And so I'm doing practices here, and then I have to do the show run on Sunday, and then on Monday also.
Oh my gosh, so you do a run through on Sunday.
Yes.
And then the live show is Monday.
Monday's a live show, and then Sunday is like we do the dress fitting and all that stuff.
I mean, you guys, we're literally been practicing and getting ready for the launch of Namaste Bitches. And of all times, we are literally sitting together in her hotel room in LA because she, as we know, is a star. Now she is a Dancing with the Star. So, Teresa, your partner is Pasha Pashkov.
Yes.
So give us a scoop on Pasha.
He is absolutely amazing. He is so patient. When I first, met him, his wife was there, and she's like, you're gonna love Pasha. He has so much patience, and he's amazing. And anybody I talk to, like the makeup artist, the hairdresser, like anybody, they're like, Pasha is the sweetest guy ever. So, so thank you, God. Thank you again. Like he, and thank you, Dancing with the Stars, because they paired me up with an amazing partner. He is so sweet. Like of course he reminds me of Louis because he has so much patience, and I love that. And so he's a great guy. I love that. I feel like him and Daniela are newlyweds too, because I just got married, and I love that his wife's on the show also. So I don't know, it's like they really did pair me up with the perfect guy.
Like patience, like when you're dancing and I don't know, a move, or just like, let's do it, you got this, girl.
Yeah, I mean, compared to like what I know now, I mean, I'm dancing in 2 days. Like, we actually did baby steps to get to where, it's like so crazy, like how he taught me. He's an amazing teacher. Like, he taught me from like the scratch, like do it from like the very, very beginning.
Step by step.
But like, little baby steps, and like to get to where we got here. And I'm like, wow, because he didn't tell me like we had to do this, because he's like, I wasn't going to tell you that because we have to get this right first before doing that.
Right.
So it's like
one foot in front of the other.
Yes.
Literally.
It was like amazing how like he taught me, and like everything was like step by step, but like really baby steps. And it was like so like perfect. Like he's like the best teacher ever. He really is.
Oh, you met your match.
Yeah,
your
no.
dancing match. And this could
and
have
we
been
clicked. And
you clicked.
Yeah, he's totally awesome. Great guy.
This couldn't have been the first time you were asked to do dancing.
No, I was asked before. I was asked when I came home from prison. I was asked that was the first time, and I couldn't because I had to be on Bravo first.
No, Bravo was like, if you're gonna go back on camera, it's gonna be with us.
They wanted me to be on camera with them first.
No
way. I asked Bravo, and Bravo said no, and I was just like, oh my God. But
that was so long ago.
Yes, it was. Oh yeah, it was like over like what, 5-6 years ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And you know what? I was like, listen, everything happens for a reason. Because I remember, like, I got asked, and I was like, Jim told me, my lawyer, I was in prison. I was like, I was excited because I got asked while I was there, and they're like, they want you when you come home. And I was just like, oh my gosh, so I was so excited. But then I was also torn. I was like, how am I going to do that? Because I'm like, I didn't know,
Leaving.
like leaving my kids again because I
Right.
just had left them for 11 and a half months. So I was like really torn. I was like, I don't know if I could do this, but it was something that I've always wanted to do. So I didn't know. But then look, it didn't work out anyway because Bravo said no. So
then
they made the decision for me.
Did they ever ask again in between then and now?
Yes, they did. But then it never worked out with my schedule.
And now you're
Yeah.
newlywed, and they're like, okay, we want you on Dancing with the Stars. You're just getting married. Did you find out pre-wedding?
I found out on my honeymoon.
Oh, no.
Yes. Tell you the truth, the timing was not that great either, just because I would have, because it's been like one thing after another. And like, cause, we were just away, for our
You've been
honeymoon.
nonstop.
I've been like really nonstop. So, I would have liked a few months break, but listen, this is show business for you. So you have to go when they call. So
Listen, you and Louie just have more places, more cities to do the do instead of just being stuck at home.
Right.
Now you
And-
get to come to LA and
you
do
know
it.
what? It worked out, and the girls are older now, and they're super excited. They're like, "Mommy, you have to do it." So I'm excited. I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to make them proud of me.
What was Louie's first gut reaction?
He was so happy for me. He really was. He was like, "Oh my God, babe, that's so amazing." And I was like, I loved like how supportive he was. Like, and he's like, he was just, in awe. And he was like, he was just happy for me. And then I told my daughters, and then they were so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, Mom, you have to do this," And I was just like, okay. I was like, at first, like, I know it's so hard, like, and I have no dance experience. So I was like, oh my God. And who I called was Kenya. I called
Kenya Moore
Yeah,
from
I called
Atlanta.
Kenya Moore because she just had, well, at first, first I waited, I was on my honeymoon. I'm like, let me enjoy my honeymoon. And then, I told Jim, I'll get back to him, let me think about it, whatever. I just wanted to finish enjoying my honeymoon. But yeah, Louis was all for it. He was, he was so excited. And then when I got home, I was like, oh my God, I had to give them an answer, like if I was doing it or not, So I said, okay. So I said yes. And I think, or I might have given the answer like maybe when I was on my honeymoon. I'm trying to remember because I was supposed to start, Melissa, 3 weeks before, like showtime, 3 weeks before. So September 19th, I was supposed to start 3 weeks before. I've only practiced like a week before because I was on my honeymoon. Then I had to fly to LA for the photo shoot. Then we went to San Francisco for Louis had a business trip. And then from there, we went to Florida because Louis' best friend got engaged.
Wait a minute. So everybody started practicing for dancing 2 weeks prior to you?
I think, 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, 2 weeks prior to me, correct. That's when you're supposed to. Like, I don't know if everybody did. I don't know who did, who didn't. But yeah, you were supposed to start 3 weeks. But like, listen, I feel great.
It's all about what you feel.
Yeah, this is 2 days before, and it was just the way it was supposed to be.
Right.
Like, and it just worked out that way. I mean, I already had plans like that. I didn't know I was doing Dancing with the Stars, but it all worked out amazing. And like, trust me, like I was like, oh my God, I was like nervous. I was like, am I going to learn all the steps? Am I going to remember everything? But you do it so many times that, yeah, it's like embedded in you. It's
Do you
like
do it like outside of practice? Are you ever like, Louie, come here, come dance with me?
Yeah, no, I haven't. And I guess because I've been so tired, like in the beginning, it was like really rough on my body and like getting muscle spasms and all that stuff. But then like now my body's used to it and I love it. And tell you the truth, I think I might even continue dancing. Like Pasha said like that if I was telling him I wanted to continue dancing. He's like, you should. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, I love salsa classes. I'm like, I would love for me and Louis to take salsa classes and compete against other couples.
Would Louie dance?
Yeah.
He would dance?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's like, first of all, he's Latino and he definitely has the moves and he has the rhythm. So
I'm
like,
talking about on the dance floor, Teresa.
yeah. And I was telling Louis, little Louis, I call him little, my stepson,
Right.
Louis, I was telling him that I wanted to do that, and he's like, oh my God, that'll be a great hobby for you guys to do,
It's nice. It's romantic.
Yeah.
It's good foreplay.
To me, salsa dancing is so sexy.
See, that's when it's sexy. When you're doing it with like your dude, not when you're trying to compete in a competition and memorize the steps and like get my hands right and get my fingertips
Oh my
right
God,
and
wait.
point my toes.
Melissa, you have no idea. There's like so many components. Like it's not just dancing. Like it's it's everything.
Your neck, your head.
Yes, your
Yes, your
neck,
posture.
your head, your posture. There's so much involved that I'm like, because I said to him, well, like just seeing his technique, how he teaches posture, like little baby
Details.
steps. It's all yes. And then it's like, I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me that from the beginning? He's like, because you don't put, what's that saying? You don't put the horse before
the carriage in front of the horse.
yeah, or I don't know. Is that it? Okay, something like that. You don't put something first.
I don't know. I'm drinking too much. To
No,
remember
you
what
don't
that
put
saying
something
is.
first. So he like,
don't
yes,
put something
yes,
first.
something. So like, I love his technique of teaching. He's really, he definitely is a great teacher.
So what's like a typical day like when you're rehearsing?
We rehearse 4 hours a day.
Every day.
4 hours a day. And yeah, I mean it's a lot. And then like that's the thing. Besides rehearsing, then you have other things to do. Photo shoots, OTFs, like interviews. There's just a lot. This is like I have to say by far the hardest show that I've ever done.
Are you serious? Just because
Yes.
it's so much.
I mean, Housewives, I have to say it's mentally exhausting.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Because you're fighting with crazy bitches.
Yes, it's definitely mentally draining, but physically, obviously, it's Dancing with the Stars.
Were you nervous about that? Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to move? Am I going to be able to like shake my ass well?
Yes, because I have no dance experience whatsoever, like none at all. So this is definitely a challenge for me, but I'm up for the challenge.
Well, you conquer like every challenge that you've ever been faced, okay? That's the other thing too. You know, I love Dancing with the Stars, and you see various people. I mean, people come on that are dancers, like trained dancers. And then you have someone who you can move, but like this isn't your training. You haven't done this for your profession. It's crazy to me that you can pit. It's almost like a 4-year-old racing against a 40-year-old. I just don't understand sometimes how that can be fair.
True. And like that's what I said, like half the cast that I'm on right now are dancers and half are not.
That many are dancers.
Yes. Like, yeah, that's what I think Pasha said that, something like that.
So you're ever like, how am I going up against a trained dancer when we're freaking supposed to dance on a competition?
I know, because you know what? Everyone wants to see, what's that saying? An underdog?
Yeah, the underdog win.
The underdog win. And like they want to see like someone that doesn't have any dance experience, like triumph and like do amazing and try
Totally.
and see like, you know, where you get to. So that's, you know, that show, this show is like that. And also, you know, that's what they say. If they want to see that, and just everything they want, if they fall in love with you, there's a lot of factors to it. It's just not dancing. I mean, it is called Dancing with the Stars. Don't get me wrong. You know, everyone is amazing talent. You know, I mean, listen, you have to know
Talented,
you have
totally.
to know how to dance to be on the show.
Right.
Or listen, you learn how to dance.
Right.
But there's two ways to win. Even if you get low scores, but your fans vote for you,
See, that's the thing.
you stay on.
Yep.
Or if you get high scores, and then you don't have a lot of fans that vote for you, that's how you stay on too, because you get high scores. So if you're a dancer and you don't have a lot of fans, then you stay on.
Which again, then that's the leg up of being a trained dancer.
Right. Correct.
But that's when with you're going to bring the moves because you're learning it and you're working your ass off. And 2, this is why voting
Yeah, voting is so important.
necessary.
So now it's on Dancing with the Stars is on Disney Plus.
Huge.
So if you want to see it live, you have to, you know, subscribe to Disney Plus. And I guess you could probably stream it always
Yeah,
on
for
Disney
sure.
Plus. So if you want to see it, it's on Disney Plus. So you have to make sure you get that. But voting is only like when we're on between, well, I'm saying 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. That's my time, Eastern. So
Right.
What's your time?
So it's 5 to 6, I think,
So-
live. So when you're
right.
like live, when the show is on, that's the window that you have to vote.
Right. Correct.
I
That's when you have to vote. It's just that window.
Do you know how monster this is? I know I've told you 100 times, but like Bravo and that and you being like the queen housewife is humongo. But do you know how monstrous and big being on Dancing with the Stars and this platform is? Like, do you really get it?
No, I guess I don't really get it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just excited to do it and to be here. And yeah, I'm very like, I don't know. I'm really down to earth, really humble, really like,
It's insanity.
what you see is what you get. I guess because I've been doing Housewives now I just finished filming season 13. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't feel
Look at
like
this.
it's
not even
so,
a freaking big deal. I would be on the rooftop being like, look at me, everybody. Look at me in my outfit, first of all. I mean, about those outfits. How are they?
Yes, the outfits are amazing. I already saw my costume. They showed it to me yesterday because I had to try it on. So I had my first fitting. Beautiful.
You love it?
Yeah, I love it. I think the fans are going to go crazy when they watch my first dance.
Oh, my
I can't say what it's about, but it's epic.
Of course it's going to be
So
epic.
you need to,
Epic.
so you got to watch my first dance because I think my fans are going to go crazy. They're going to love, love, love it. They really are.
I'm going to love being in the freaking a fan in there with the girls, with Louie. I'm going to be shouting so freaking loud.
I know you're
for
going to
your
be there.
eyes. I
Yes.
cannot wait.
So you're going to be there. And 2 of my daughters are coming, Gia and Melania. The other 2 are going to come next week, Gabrielle and Adriana, because Adriana has to learn her choreography and she can't miss dance.
Look at you.
For her competitions. So she's going to come the following week.
Like mother, like daughter.
Yes.
Oh.
So I have to make my girls proud. And I just want to say thank you to my daughters and to my husband for being so amazing and supportive because I know it's a lot and it takes a lot of time away from them. So I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to do this and for supporting me. And it means the world to me that you guys, are there for me and rooting me on and loving me.
We're so freaking excited. I know they are. I'm freaking so pumped. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to be there in the stands cheering you on. Okay, so you started Dancing with the Stars right after, like literally right after your honeymoon. And I'm sure you got a ton of hot stories to tell us from that.
Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends that offers plant-based nutrition made with high-quality ingredients.
Each Organifi blend is science-backed to craft the most effective doses with ingredients that are organic and free of fillers and contain less than 3 grams of sugar per serving. Like Organifi protein powder, the green juice, all of it so delicious with essential superfoods and a clinical dose of ashwagandha. It helps reduce stress and support healthy cortisol levels.
I like the Organifi red juice. It's a superfood punch that increases energy without the caffeine and only 2 grams of sugar.
Only 2 grams of sugar. I love that. And each Organifi blend is easy to use by simply mixing it with water or your beverage of choice. And they definitely don't compromise quality for taste. I attest to that.
It's affordable too. Organifi takes pride in offering the best tasting superfood products on the market at the price that works out to less than $3 a day.
Teresa, I'm literally drinking some of the Organifi green tea right now. And you can experience Organifi's high-quality superfoods without breaking the bank. Just go to Organifi.com/namaste and use Namaste code for 20% off your order.
That's ORGANIFI.com/namaste and use your code namaste to get 20% off any item.
Let's get down to honeymoon action. Why did you pick that location, first of all, where you guys went?
Okay, we went to Greece and Italy. And the reason why we picked those 2 locations because we were supposed to get engaged in Capri. Yes, we were supposed to get engaged in Capri. So then we said we were going to get married in Capri because of COVID, they closed it down. So we weren't allowed to go there. So that's why Louis ended up picking Greece.
I'm sorry.
Engaged.
Okay, so Louis.
Because we got engaged in Greece also.
Okay.
So, and so that's why he ended, because they closed down, because of COVID, that we couldn't go to Capri. So then he's like, oh my God, so he had to pick somewhere else. So he picked Greece.
To propose to you.
Correct.
So then you wanted to go back to the place.
Well, I didn't want to go back to that place. I wanted to I've been to Mykonos before, twice before, and it was so much fun. And we got, obviously we got married in August, and the best places to go in August, you kind of, whenever you get married, you kind of got to go to the places that are great, in that time of the month.
What with the weather?
Or the weather or whatever. Like every month of the year has like a great place to go to in the world. So really, August, a great place to go to is Europe.
August is great. The weather's great over there. Wait a minute. So did you see though too? That reminds me of Mykonos. Did you see? Because I think it was around close to the same time that you were there. Did you see Bethany Frankel's like huge rant about how horrible Mykonos is?
No.
So she's there in Mykonos and she's doing like a selfie video and she's just going off on how like it's disgusting. Like if you want to be drunk all day, chugging like, a case of beer. She said something about thumb up people's butts. I don't know what that had to do with, but like she was just like, this place is so disgusting. Don't ever waste your money. Don't ever come here. I was shocked because I've been to Mykonos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where she stayed or what she did.
But you loved it.
Yeah, I loved it. I love the beach. The beach clubs are beautiful. The water's beautiful. The food is amazing. I mean, I love Mykonos. It's fun.
It's known for the partying atmosphere,
I do love the beach parties. The beach parties are amazing. I mean, they're like Principate, for instance. It's like, it's so beautiful. It's like high end, very high end. Like all the umbrellas are like woven. You have to see it to understand what I'm saying. Like it's just, there's just not plain beach umbrellas. These are like woven, braided together. I mean, it looks so posh. It's like beautiful.
It looked incredible. Are those from Mykonos, the pictures where we saw like those hot pictures of you and Louis where he's like grabbing your ass?
Oh yeah, that was I think at Namos. That was at Namos. And Namos is like so much fun too. So listen, I just wanted to have fun with Louis, like I wanted to have a great time with him. I always have a great time with him. So I just didn't want it to be like, just romantic. Like we were thinking about either going to Bali or Bora Bora or the Maldives. Like that's like really like you just,
you're secluded and you sit in your room and you just literally bone all day.
Yes. So it's like, I wanted to have fun with him. I wanted both. So we went to Mykonos and we enjoyed ourselves. But then like some nights we did what we wanted to do. Like
yes.
If we hung out at the beach clubs during the day, then some nights we would just order room service and just hang out. The two of us, we had a private pool in our room, so it was like beautiful. So we did that, and then afterwards, we went to the romantic part of it, which was Italy, Positano, Capri. And
so
all the Amalfi
there.
Coast, and we did that, which was perfect. It was beautiful, absolutely, beautiful.
So it was amazing from start to finish.
Yeah, it was. I mean, in Mykonos, we took helicopters to different islands. We had so much fun. Listen, going back to Bethany. I mean, listen, not every place is for everybody.
Right, I get it. It was very, very strong opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's my third time going there. So I went there twice, with my friends, and I wanted to go back with my husband, and I wanted Louis to see it, and he loved it. Louis loved it. And Louis traveled, so many places. Yeah.
I mean, I loved it too.
Santorini
and everything.
Oh, and did you love it? Yeah. So so when I got engaged, we went to Athens, and then then we stayed at the Amanzoe in Athens.
Oh my gosh.
So that's where we got
Beautiful.
engaged.
Anywhere over there.
And then we went to Santorini. So that's when we got engaged. Yeah. And it was beautiful. I mean, I have to say Santorini was a little bit more touristy.
Yeah.
Like walking,
it's chill. You walk a lot.
Like when you're walking in the where all the hotels were
and all that.
But I love the hotels and
I loved
the
it.
Sunsets, and how the hotels are all on top of each other. It kind of reminds me of like Positano.
Totally.
It's
blue,
beautiful,
and the white.
breathtaking.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I mean, but yeah, and I love all the blue and white. I do. I love all the blue and white.
Santorini is hands down. If someone asked me what's your favorite place, I would say if it were easier to get to, that would 1,000% be my favorite place in the world.
Yeah, I like Santorini the way it looks better because it's all more white and blue compared to Mykonos. Mykonos, they don't get a lot of rain there.
No.
So it's like, so everything's like more scattered.
But it's good though, because it's funny that you said that, because Josh and I went to Bora Bora for our honeymoon.
Oh, you did? So tell me about that.
But it's exactly what you're saying. If you want to absolutely sit and do nothing but stay in your room and have sex all day and just eat in your room, that's the place to go. And we were supposed to be there for 10 days. And after 6 or 7, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to walk somewhere. I need to get out of this room. Where do you go? And you can't go anywhere. I mean, you can get on a boat and go places, but like Santorini, you can go here, you can hop here, you can,
Yeah, so I'm glad we didn't do that, because see, we were gonna do that, and but then I was just like, I'm like, babe, like I want to,
do.
And then we asked our travel agent, like, what's the best place to go to in August? And of course, it's Europe, like everybody in Italy, Greece. So I was like, and then I know it was gonna be busy with tourists and stuff like that, but whatever. I just wanted, I said to Louis, I'm like, you're gonna love Mykonos. It's so much fun, and it was. And the restaurants are amazing, even at at nighttime. Like the food is delicious. It's like Italy. No preservatives. Like the Greek salads, I ordered them every single day. They were so delicious. The feta cheese, the tomatoes, so fresh. The olive oil.
Starving.
The olive oil.
Now I need wine and a Greek salad.
Yeah, so good, so good.
Maybe more of the wine.
We all know how good probiotics are for the stomach and digestive health. But who wants to take another pill or bad tasting supplement to help gut health? We don't.
We don't at all. But that, Teresa, is why we have Belly Welly, and it's so dope. You get all these great probiotics in a brownie instead of a pill. Belly Welly bars are a good source of fiber and probiotics. They don't have any sugar, alcohol, or seed oils.
And by the way, I love the name. And they come in some amazing flavors: chocolate chip, strawberry shortcake, cinnamon swirl, and birthday cake.
The chocolate chip is definitely my favorite. And by the way, they're also vegan. This is a truly delicious cookie that you can eat every single day, and it is good for your gut. It'll help with bloating and that stomach pain, which I get daily. And if you suffer from IBS, which I do, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So go to bellywelly.com and use the code Teresa to unlock a 30% discount.
That's BELLIWELLI.com and use code Teresa to save 30%.
Or you can find Belly Welly bars at Earth Fare, Amazon, Gelson's, Central Market, Thrive Market, Harmon's, and Mother's Market and Kitchen.
So we were getting into some of your wedding scoop before you left on your honeymoon. And you're talking about your veil. And we were talking about the reception. So, wedding details. Now, I'm totally not going to get this right by any means. Sempre insieme.
You got it.
What?
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah,
come on.
first try, you got it.
Okay, I must admit to you, it wasn't my first try. I've been practicing it non-stop to do it right for you.
Yeah, yeah. Sempre insieme means in Italian, always together.
Okay.
And that was written, that was, I would say, hand
sewn?
custom,
Sewn.
hand sewn on my veil.
It was huge.
Yeah, Mark Zanino was my dress designer, and then I told him, I'm like, I want Sempre insieme on my veil, and then he made 3 hearts because Louis and I are all about the hearts. We love hearts, and I'm all
Why
about
3
the love,
though?
love, love.
Because of love.
Yeah, love, love, love.
Yeah.
Love, love, love. So and so it just came to me like I was gonna do love, love, love on my veil, but then I was just like, you know what? And then it just it was like Sempre insieme. I have to, and that's a tattoo I have on my side, and that's on my parents' mausoleum, and that means always together. Like, my mom passed away first, so my dad put on the mausoleum, always together, because him and my mom were always together.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So
I mean, that has a lot of meaning. Wait, and isn't that what Louis put in your guys' backyard in the cement?
Yeah. So on the side of our house, we have like this beautiful sitting area, with a Buddha, like Namaste area, with this beautiful fountain. It's so
Namaste, bitches.
Yes, very namaste, bitches. It's like you just sit there and like hear, the water fountain. Like it's like a ball and the water's coming out, and it's so like so chill.
There's
like,
your Bali right there. You're
Yes,
gonna go to
it
Bali.
really
You have
is.
in your backyard.
Yeah, did you see it when you came over?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
And then he added that for you, right?
yeah. And when we moved into the house, he surprised me, and he surprised me with like in the stone he had it engraved Sempre and Zammy.
I mean, that's really.
I know, and I started crying. I'm like, he really does take my breath away. He's so amazing.
Will you take his breath away?
Yeah, no, he does. Like, no, he's so thoughtful. Like, I was like, wow. It's like I always wanted like someone to appreciate me and love me so much, and to just love and adore me, and he does, and like put me first, and just he's so like that.
I know we can't like get too much into it, but like when he first sees you at the wedding and you're all dressed.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys were closer. What was his face like? You guys were closer.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, we did a reveal.
Did you do a reveal?
Yes, we did a reveal.
I know it's gonna be
my
like
God,
I don't want
wait.
to talk too much details, but
Yes,
was it like
we did a reveal, and because they filmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they filmed it. So it's my wedding's a special, so you're gonna have to tune into the wedding special, and I can't wait for everyone to see our wedding special. It was so magical. I mean, Melissa, you were there. Wasn't it magical?
beyond?
Like it was like something out of a movie. Like and then not only that, it was like I felt all the love from everyone. Like everyone that was there, like wanted to be there, and I felt the love. I felt the energy. Like it was just beyond. Like I couldn't ask for anything more. Like I'm getting the chills just saying that to you.
Absolutely breathtaking.
Like, didn't you feel love?
Incredible.
Like everybody
It
wanted
was-
to be there. They were so excited. Like everyone danced all night. Like they danced like right after our first dance. That was it, right?
It was incredible. I
Like-
mean, did you think that your hair was going to get as much press?
No.
As it did.
No, not at all. No, not at all. I mean, I knew I wanted my hair half up, half down because Louis likes my hair away from my face. So that's why I did that, So then we were supposed to do a trial. Lucia and I were supposed to do a trial. And there was just no time. There was just no time. I wasn't even supposed to do a trial for my makeup.
Wait
So-
a minute. You and Lucia, you have this monstrosity that you have at your wedding. And you and Lucia, your hairdresser, whom I love, you guys did no trial. This
Yeah.
was just on the fly.
Yes.
The day of your wedding.
Yes.
When you have 15 cameras
Yes,
on you.
yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, we did no. Yeah, we were supposed to, and I'm like, and then I even said to her, I'm like, really, Lucia? I'm like, we were supposed to do,
I can
a
tell
trial.
you
I
said-
know, I
Lucia's
know.
like, what do you want?
I know. And then she's like, well, I was here. You didn't have time. And I was like, oh my God,
so
like
then-
Lucia and Priscilla, like my sisters. So it's like, sometimes they, I'm like, why didn't we do that? Or why,
You pick her like
yes,
like sisters,
yeah.
of course.
And then
You've
they're
known that
like,
for so
well,
long.
I was here. You were the one that was busy. And I was like, okay, I know.
So you
It's my
sit
fault.
in the chair and she just starts designing.
Yes, and I told her I wanted half up, half down. I mean, my crown. I went with Lucia, she came with me when I picked out my headpiece. It was Gia, Lucia, and myself. So I got my headpiece at Bridal Styles Boutique in Brooklyn. But I tried on so many headpieces because, I just, I wanted something different. I wanted, I don't know.
But you knew you wanted a headpiece.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to have. Like at first, I was just gonna do a comb, but then she was like,
What's a comb?
on
Like
the
a
side,
comb?
like a
clip.
a crystal designed.
Oh.
You put it on the side, and then everybody's been doing their hair like the Hollywood look, like the waves on the side.
I don't know what all this is. I mean, I wear my clips from CVS.
Yeah,
for
yeah. So
$2.99,
anyway, that I picked a comb for my second look. So I wore two dresses.
Yes.
So my second look, I was supposed to change my hair, but there was no
You
way.
ain't changing that, baby.
I was changing my hair with 1,500 bobby pins in my hair. Because after I put my dress on, I'm like, now I can't change my hair. I'm like, there's no way I could change my hair. Priscilla took out my bobby pins that night. It took her 45 minutes to take out my bobby pins.
Okay, if it took 45 minutes to get it out, how freaking long did it take for Lucia to do it?
3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours. So I got married at 6:30, and like we start hair and makeup like so early, and I'm like, really? Why do I have to start so early? Like, I'm not getting married till 6:30, but thank God I did. And I had so many, I had like what a lot of bridesmaids, like 10,
A million.
like, and then my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, Veronica, Louis' sister, was the officiant. She married us, so I had to. Thank God we started that early.
Wait.
We were just on time.
Wait, back the hair piece up, okay?
Yeah.
You're sitting there 3.5 hours.
I know. I was getting a little tired. I'm like,
All of a sudden, do you have a mirror?
yeah, no, I don't have a mirror. And then after it was done, I was like, wow. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I do love big hair. Jersey's all about the big hair. And, the bigger the hair, the closer to God you are. And then there was like no turning back. I was like, even if I didn't, what was I going to do? And I was just like, once she put the crown on, I mean, it looked beautiful, and then it was just like, I'm like, I just have to go, that's it. And you know what? It is my wedding. So, you want, of course you want to stand out. You want to stand out and you want to be different, and you don't want to look like everybody else. So I definitely didn't look like anybody else. So, and looking at my photos, it did look beautiful.
Okay, okay, was it? How heavy do you think it was?
I don't know. It was heavy because, like, and then
bricks.
And then I was feeling nauseous because I didn't eat, and then my nerves were shot, and then I was like, oh my God. And then meanwhile, it's all my friends and family there, so it's like I'm getting nervous before I walked out. I almost passed out. So I don't, I think you're gonna see it on the show. You're gonna.
But do you think you passed out from the nerves or from the head?
I mean,
the
maybe
hair?
both, because it's like heavy, and then, and it's like, and then here I am, like so nervous. I'm like, I had anxiety before I walked out because,
about the hair or about the wedding?
No, about like walking out, and then I was just like, all these people, and I don't like to be center of attention. Yeah, I really don't. So I was like all nervous, but then thank God, I'm like, Teresa, you gotta get this together. And then thank God I did.
It was absolutely, I never in a million years, with everything that went down at the wedding, would I ever have thought that your freaking hair would have gotten so much play. Was Lucia like into it?
Oh yeah, of course. She was so happy. I mean, that's the thing. Like, not everyone, you're gonna have people that like it and people that don't. But that's with anything in life. So, but yeah, I mean, Andy Cohen texted me the next day. He's like, I loved your hair.
No.
Oh my God, yes. He's like, I loved your hair. And I was like, oh, thank you. So yeah, he loved it. And so many people, I got so many texts from people like that they loved the way the way it looked and everything. And that's the thing. When I put my crown, I was like, oh my God, because my crown was so grand. And that was another thing I was telling you. I was trying on so many headpieces, and they weren't doing anything for me.
Yeah.
And then like when I put that one on, I was like, oh my God. And then they custom made it to make it, for me. Like we changed things on it. So
it was the one.
It was the one.
That
so
was
then
the
my
only
side
one.
piece, I never wore. My side comb, I never wore. So I think I'm going to wear that for the reunion. So yeah, I figure like whatever dress I wear.
Wait, duh, you guys haven't taped the reunion yet.
Yeah, we haven't taped the reunion. So I figured I'll wear for that,
Well, you need to put like a love thing, like also in your thing, so everybody knows when it comes to the reunion
that's so
that
cute.
It's love, and I'm not screwing with anything else but love.
Yeah,
love.
and even a comb saying Sampany and Zammy, that would be
or
cool
this
too. Yeah, right, exactly. Yes. Namaste Bitches is supported by BetterHelp.
Life can be super stressful and overwhelming, and it can be hard to stay in problem-solving mode every time a new challenge comes up. But honestly, how great does it feel when you can figure out your own solution and conquer problems yourself? It's great, right? But not always easy to do.
A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, because sometimes you need someone in your corner to talk things out and help you figure out those solutions. And guys, I have to say, I never believed in therapists, and I just finished wrapping season 13, and you will see my journey with that. So I'm all about the therapist now.
We believe in therapy. And Therapy can help with all kinds of things, as Teresa is saying, from anxiety and depression to stress, emotional healing. I personally as well cannot say enough good things about therapy.
So if you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp Online Therapy is a great option.
It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. You can connect with your therapist on video, phone, or chat. You get matched quickly and can switch therapists at any time.
When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can help you get there. Visit betterhelp.com/Teresa today to get 10% off your first month.
10% off? That's betterhelp.com/Teresa. betterhelp.com/Teresa. Oh, you know what I meant to ask you about too?
Yeah.
We were talking before about the eagle in the sky.
Yes.
What was that?
There was an eagle flying above us.
When you were at the altar?
Yes, when we were getting married. Yeah. And then so let me tell you. So Gina Marie is a psychic. She was on Ruelas in New Jersey.
Yes.
And she is my spiritual advisor. She's amazing. She's the one that told me I was going to meet Louie. She's the one that told me your mom's giving you signs of 333. And of three. She said 3. So I put a tattoo right under Sampany and Zam on my side, and I put the number 333. So
Why do you think 333?
My mom, through her, was telling me your mom. She said your mom's giving you signs of 3s. Like she's something about 3s. And then guess what? My dad passed away April 3rd. But then there's a lot of 3s. My mom passed away March 3rd. My parents got married in 3 months. My dad was with me 3 years after my mom passed. I met Louie 3 months after my dad passed. So 3s are good, and bad. But there's all signs of 3s. Louie always saw 3. Like he would wake up in the middle of the night at 3:33 a.m.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
Come on.
He would see 3:33 p.m. during the day, and he would text it to me. He would take a picture of his phone and text it to me. He would wake up at 3:33 a.m. in the middle of the night, take a picture of it and send it to me. I'm like, that's my mom saying hi to you so you could come and tell me. Do you understand?
So, and you also, by the way, hello, what you always say, love, love, love.
Right. See that? Yeah, there's
but
so
you
many
started that
signs.
pre the signs.
Oh, yeah, I started that before. I started with love, love, love. If anybody doesn't know that, is when I started the show, and I had 3 daughters. I only had 3 daughters at the time. So that's why I always, so I wrote my first cookbook, and when I started signing my autograph, I would put love, 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 Teresa Giudice. Or love, love, love.
That's incredible. I had no idea.
That's how. And then I had a 4th daughter, and I'm like, I can't say love, 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 So that's why I only did it with the 3s, And I still always say love, love, love,
The last kid always gets shit on the stick.
Yeah. So
Okay,
let me tell you about the eagle. So
the eagle.
Gina, she sent me this picture a few days after I got married. She's like, all right. She said, do you see the big A above you? So there was an actual A in the sky.
A for what?
My mom, Antonia. Yeah, a big A. And the picture, you're right in front of me. Look, it's
insane. It's totally an
The
eagle.
sun is like shining through.
It's
like, and that
your
day,
mom was there.
That day they were saying that we might get some showers. So it ended up being a beautiful day.
Not one raindrop.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely beautiful. And then, so she said that to me. Then she said, there's a eternity symbol above you guys. Okay, look at the picture. The sign in the sky from your parents is miraculous. The eagle flying above you and the eternity symbol. I circled them in this picture, and we'll send you a raw one. And
so
then
the eagle was in the clouds. The clouds was the eagle.
Yes. Oh, there was an eagle in the cloud. Yeah.
What's an eagle mean? Represent it.
Okay. It says, and he will raise you up an eagle's wing. So she sent me that.
Oh.
Yeah. And then she said, you will dwell in the shelter of the Lord who abide in his shadow for life. Say to the Lord, my refuge, my rock, to whom I trust, and he will raise you up on eagle's wings. So so she sent me that. I just got the chills, like
Oh
reading
my
that to you.
gosh. Teresa.
So like, so that's what she's,
Look at this.
yeah.
Look at my hair.
I know. So she's like, so she sent me that. Yeah. So I really felt the presence of my parents there. And then even by her sending that to me, confirmed that. Yeah. And it did confirm that. Listen, I never believed in that before because I never had someone close to me pass away, before until my parents. I mean, I was so close to my parents. Everybody knows that. My parents were everything to me. My mom was such an angel. She lived for just, her family. And my dad, he was like my buddy. He was like my rock. He was amazing. Like, I know he held on 3 years after my mom passed because he was there for me and my daughters.
Right.
And he wanted to be there for us. And I love that. I love that I had that time with him. I wish I would have had more time with my mom, which sucks. So that's why anybody out there, take lots of pictures, with both parents, because I always took so many pictures with my dad because I thought my dad was going to go first because he was in the hospital so many times.
He was sick a lot.
He was. He used to get pneumonia all the time. And then my mom goes before my dad. And the first time she got pneumonia, but then she ended up being in the hospital and fighting it for 3 months and then got pneumonia again. And then
3 months.
Yeah.
Look at these threes.
Again. Yes, 3 months. There goes it again, 3 months. Yeah, there's so many threes.
Isn't it crazy? I'm huge
if I tell
into
you,
signs.
I just got the chills again.
I know. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, because and then same thing, when my dad started getting sick, it was like kind of 3 months, the same thing too. Like when he started, because he kind of got, January, February, March, April, around, because he started getting sick. Kind of the same thing too. Like
That's
when
insane.
he started getting sick till when he passed.
But A in the sky for
February, March.
Angel and Antonia.
Oh, yeah. January, February, March, April. Yeah, January, February. My dad was sick January, February, March. He passed away April 3rd. 3 months.
There's
so many threes. Like, that's why there's so many threes that it's crazy. And so that's why if you lost someone close to you, definitely look for the signs because they're out there. Or if you haven't, definitely talk to a medium. Gina Marie is amazing. She's on Instagram, but make sure she has fake accounts and make sure she's the right one. But she's really so talented. And like, don't take your parents for granted. Don't take anybody for granted. Try to live your best life and always be happy. And listen, not everybody in your life is going to be amazing.
Is meant to be.
And is meant to be in your life.
Right.
Sometimes, it doesn't work out with a certain person. It's okay. Wish them well and then move on.
Right.
Just, don't take anything for granted. Take lots of pictures with your parents. Because now I'm like, I wanted more pictures of my mom. Like, I wanted more time with my mom. Like, I wanted to have more conversations with her. And it's like I was always busy running around, like with the kids, because I had 4 kids.
It's a lot.
I had a lot going on. And it was just, there was not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean, when they would come over, it's like, I was like, always like, it was like crazy. Like, I just wanted more time with my mom to talk and hang out and just chill and have a glass of wine or just talk or have a cup of coffee. And I wish I had more of that.
Well, now you can do all that with me.
Yes. Are you always sending your friends texts about the latest celeb drama? And are you the one in group chat recommending the latest TV shows and movies? Then you're going to want to tune into this one.
Betches Media presents the @Betches podcast, hosted by Betches founders Aileen Drexler, Jordana Abraham, and Sammy Sage, aka the OG Betches friend group, and they welcome you to their group chat. Aileen, Sammy, and Jordana break down the latest in pop culture.
They're nonstop, laughing and gossiping about celeb drama,
rating and ranting about their fave TV shows and movies, and they've been known to leak a spoiler or two.
Sharing the latest in pop culture and lifestyle trends, and so much more.
So come for the hot takes and stay for the group chat vibe. Listen to @Betches now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
That's @Betches from Betches Media.
Was there ever a thought with both of your parents not here, right? That you did not want to walk down the aisle again because they weren't physically with you.
No, because I know one thing my mom always did tell me, because it's so crazy I even said this to my mom, because my mom's mom died when she was 12. So her grandma raised my mom, and her father left her when she was born, told his wife that he was going to go work in Venezuela and send money, and he never came back.
This is your mom's dad?
He said to his wife, I'm going to go work in Venezuela and I'll send you money. And he went to Venezuela and never came back. And so my mom grew up with no dad, grew up with her mom,
essentially
her
no mom
raised her, and then her mom passed away when she was 12. Yep. So then her grandmother raised her, and then listen to this crazy story. Then her grandfather died a month later. Heartbreak that the daughter died. So my mom's mom died, then her grandfather died a month later. Heartbreak. He stopped eating. Like when she died, he just stopped eating, and then he died a month later.
So your mom's grandpa passed away because
a month after
his daughter passed away.
Yeah. And back then they didn't know what it was, and my mom thinks it was like lung cancer or something like that because they didn't know what it was, and my mom says she remembers her mom screaming, and she was in so much pain. It was really sad. So I always used to say to my mom, like, Ma, I'm like, oh my God, like, God forbid. I'm like, if I ever lose you, I'm going to die too. I used to say it to my mom, like, I'm going to die too. And my mother used to say to me, do not say that because, you have.
She experienced it.
Well, she's like, and now you have daughters. And she's like, look at me. My mom died at 12. She's like, you have to keep going. And look at you now. You have daughters. You have to, you can't say that. You have to keep, being strong for them, and and you have to be there for them. So I always thought about that, like my mom saying that to me, like, listen, you got to keep it going. Like that's why, and I've had a lot of,
you've always kept it going.
I've had a lot of bad things that happened in my life, and and I always think about my mom, like, you have to be strong and keep it going. Like you can't let anything take you down.
Well, that's what you have to do with dancing.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to put that mentality in that.
Going.
Yes. Because I already heard my dance for next week, and I'm like, really? I'm like, that's not I can't even see myself doing that kind of dance.
You focus on right now.
I am.
Get through today, get through tomorrow, get through the live show, crush it.
I am.
Right? Don't get too ahead of yourself because you got to focus on kicking ass.
Yeah, but like we Pasha was like, we were practicing. He's like, I want to see if you could do the step because he's already choreographing for next week.
Next week.
Yeah, so he's already, and then so I was trying to do it, and I did it, but
you'll rock it.
I guess I got to keep, practice makes perfect.
You got to keep it going. That's when you have to grab Louie when you're not practicing and be like, yo, honey.
I know. And then he's like, I know.
Preferably with no clothes on.
Yeah.
Like Josh likes me to dance with him, and I will never. No, I don't.
Nice.
Okay. Wait, so, I didn't tell you. I kind of mentioned it, but when we were at your wedding, obviously a ton of your friends and other housewives were there. And I've met a bunch of them prior. I mean, I've had most of them on my podcast, my side piece that I had. And just through knowing you and from Frank to the other ones, I know Frank because I've known Frank for, I don't know, he was one of my first guests that ever came on. I had like no followers, nothing. And he was like, sure, I'll come on.
Big Frank?
Big Frank.
Oh, okay.
And he was one of the first to come on. He's been on multiple times. And then this whole thing, I was always like, I would have him on, not knowing Polly. And I'd be like, yo, get back together with Dolores. Get back together with Dolores. Then I meet Polly. Polly was dope. But yeah, I was like, okay, now I get it. Like I met Brittany, Frank's girl.
Yeah, you know what, Melissa? I was the same way. Like I didn't get it either because I didn't know. I didn't think like two exes could be that close
with Frank and Dolores.
Yes, and now I totally get it because Joe and I are close, and so it's like it's okay. It's like doesn't just you could be close. You know why? Because you have children together, and like you should still stay close because it makes your children happy.
Wait, but you and Joe are like still close?
Yes. I mean, like, I have no problem calling him, telling him anything, vice versa. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm very happy for him, and I want him to be happy. You know, like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be happy in anything he does. Like, I want him to be successful. I want him to do really well, because obviously if he does well, then, you know,
everyone wins.
Exactly. Like, I don't want, like, to see him not do well. I want him to be happy. I want him to, like, of course, you know, if he wants to, whatever he wants to do, if he wants to get married, you know, I want him to be happy. Yes. In his life.
So if he was like, I'm getting married, you'd be like, I'm so excited for you.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Like, I have to say, like, Joe and I, well, I don't know if everybody knows this. I grew up with Joe. Like, Joe and I, our parents were best friends. And, yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, my mom really didn't want me with Joe. See, that's another thing.
But you said that. You've talked about that.
Never tell your kid that, like, you know, you don't want them with that
Never
person.
tell your girl, especially, to not do something, because guess what we're going to do?
Because they're always going to do
what
you don't, what you tell them not to do. Yeah, I mean, and then listen, when I got together with Joe, my mom, you know, was fine with it, adored him. And Joe was always so great to my parents. He really was. He, you know, like, and my parents adored him. He adored them. And my parents were over all the time, and he was fine with that. He used to play cards with my dad all the time.
Aww.
Yeah, so...
if Joe could have been, would you have invited him or had him at the wedding?
I don't know about that.
That would have been a lot.
Yeah, I think that would have been a little too much. I don't know. I mean, we're not that close.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we're cool, but I don't know if we're that cool.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe now that I'm married, if he invited me, I would maybe go to his wedding, you know?
Would you?
Yeah, I mean, why not? You know? Yeah,
it wouldn't be weird watching him like get married to somebody else?
Because it's so crazy, because I saw him with his ex-girlfriends. Like, I knew him when he had girlfriends.
Pre you.
Yeah, pre me.
Yeah.
And then it was
pre-tree.
Yeah. And then this is the thing, like, anytime I called him, he would drop anybody for me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hello.
Yeah, he would drop anybody. But the thing is, like, I wasn't that type of girl. Like, when he had a girlfriend, like, just to let all his exes out there know, like, I was not sexually with him. You know what I mean?
To be a hoe on him.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, we were friends.
Yes.
Like, anytime I call, he would always pick up the phone. So, like, I wasn't that kind of girl, you know? And tell you the truth, I'm sure he liked that also, that I wasn't that kind of girl.
Of course.
You know, so, and that's what kept him coming always back, you know? And, you know, it's like, I got to get her, you know? And then finally got me, you know?
I mean, who wouldn't want to keep coming back to Teresa? Hello. And you know who else wants to keep coming back to see Teresa? Oh, well, guess what? You're just going to have to tune in next time and see who I'm talking about, you guys. That is the end of our very first episode of Namaste Bitches. You guys, we are just getting started. Thank you so much for listening. We will be back here with you every single Wednesday. So please follow, rate, review wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram too, at Namaste Bitches Pod. Teresa, where can they find you?
Follow me on Instagram at Teresa Giudice.
I'm at Melissa Feaster. And you guys, don't forget to vote for our very own Dancing with the Stars. I am seeing you holding the mirror ball now.
Wait, and I have to say, Pasha's wife won it last year. So we can't let Pasha not win it this year.
No, you have to beat
both have
your spouse.
They have to have matching trophies in their home. So I keep putting it out there. So Pasha needs to win this year.
You always got to beat your spouse.
I don't know about beat it. But
I do.
Like, or maybe, or not, I don't know, but be at the same level. Like, I mean, Daniela won, so now Pasha has to win, you know?
Well, you're going to win. I'm going to be cheering you on every day, every show. You are our favorite Dancing with the Stars. You guys, this was our very first Namaste Bitches episode. I can't believe it, Teresa. And we got to do it together here in LA.
See, that was meant to be. So excited.
To be.
Yes.
Thank you guys for listening. Follow us on Instagram. Rate,